In a world where Evil Dead 2013, Evil Dead 2013, Evil Dead 2013, Evil Dead 2013, Evil Dead 2013.
I released something evil. Is attached to me as soul.
Evil Dead. Rated R.
Evil
Now
Dead.
playing.
2013, Evil Dead 2013, Evil Dead 2013, the most terrifying movie you've ever seen. Evil Dead 2013, 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 Evil Dead 2013. The one from 2013, Evil Dead, the one from 2013, Evil Dead 2013, Scary 2013, hashtag scary, hashtag blessed, hashtag scared of Evil Dead 2013.
Hey guys,
Hi.
welcome back to Goblin Time.
Oh shit, it started.
It's the show.
Oh.
The show.
Uh-oh.
About movies.
Yeah.
And if you couldn't guess, we watched
Evil Dead 2013.
Thank you.
Evil Dead
No,
2013.
stop, cut,
Evil Dead.
Cut.
Sorry.
Oh, say it again.
Evil Dead 2013. Evil Dead 2013. Evil Dead 2013. Evil Dead. Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2013.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we watched that. But before we get into that, did anybody
No.
watch any movies this week?
No.
I did.
No.
You know what I did, actually?
What the hell did you watch, Joey?
Great
What
question.
the hell?
So I've had a very busy week.
What the helly?
Talk to me, dang it.
Let me pull up.
Well,
the
while
hell
you're
y'all?
figuring that out, what did I watch?
I watched all the Hunger Games.
Oh, every one of them.
Every single one except for the prequel one.
Except for the first one and the last one.
Yep.
The first one?
Watched all those. Emma was like, we gotta watch them all.
Hell yeah, you did.
So I did.
Why is Hunger Games a thing again?
They're coming out with a new movie.
Oh,
think.
you actually watched them all.
Yeah, that wasn't a lie.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I
Did you
wasn't
think
sure.
I was kidding?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I just did that. I thought you were making fun of me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought-
I forgot you did that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oops.
Yeah. No, yeah.
We call that an oops
no,
in
yeah,
the business.
yeah,
of, no, which one is it?
yeah.
Are they
No,
good?
yeah.
Huh?
They any good?
I'll tell you what. The first one is like they didn't understand what an establishing shot was. Everything was just like right up on their faces the entire time. It's like, can I know where they're at for a second?
That's very fair, but I do feel like the first one is trying to do something. It's more moody.
Well, that's for
and
sure.
it's cooler for that because it feels like they had intention behind what they were trying to make it look like. And I think the other two, or I guess other three, don't really. They're just movies.
I'll tell you what about those movies.
Okay.
Gale, you know who Gale, the Liam Hemsworth character?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the one who's not the other guy.
The one who's not the other guy,
Yeah.
but the one who's a good-looking man in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the worst character I've ever seen in any movie of my entire life.
Nice.
Just the worst one. Every scene he's in makes me not want to be watching those movies. And there's also a lot going on and a lot unexplained, but it was good. It was good. Catching Fire is the best one, and I don't think it's close.
That's
But-
fair.
See, I have that kind of like uppity opinion where I'm like,
You can have it.
that's not really for me because I've seen Battle Royale,
Mhm.
so I don't need to see the white people version of it.
What's Battle Royale?
It's kind of what Hunger Games was ripping off of. It's like a Japanese movie from I think 2000
Oh, that sounds
about a whole
right.
bunch of like
Children?
middle school, high schoolers that have to kill each other.
Oh. Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I love that movie.
Okay. Well, that's
Probably
it.
not as good as Death Race 2000.
Or Evil
It's
Dead
not as good as
2013.
Death Race 2000. I'll
What
tell
is
you
that?
Death Race
That's
2000.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
Is that a car movie?
It's like a Looney
Mad
Tune.
Max, but
Mad Max and Looney Tunes.
yeah.
They're pulling like actual like Roadrunner bits in it.
Yeah.
Like painting like fake roads and having people just drive off cliffs.
They
Yeah.
got like a dynamite plunger.
They had a dynamite baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And not like, oh, that's a dynamite baby you got.
I've never heard it. If someone said that about my child, I would probably
blow
give
them
my
up.
child to them.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
My child would blow up because it's a dynamite baby.
One of us said that.
All right.
One of us. Now,
Actually, I realized after I made my statement, I didn't actually watch any movies this week.
That's fine.
I watched a lot of Ultraman and watched Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
So, whoa.
Sorry, Doctor what now?
Doctor Who, why'd you say
To
that?
answer your question, I watched Knives Out.
Hell yeah,
I
you did.
rewatched Knives Out. Felt weird because
Yeah.
that seems like a Thanksgiving movie to me.
Yeah, it is, kind of.
Is it because they eat? Do they eat? in
They
that
do
movie?
eat in the movie.
They-
I have not
once.
seen it.
They do eat a little bit. The best Chris Evans performance ever. Remember when he was
Easily.
in real movies for a second?
Yeah.
That was great. I also watched the Beetlejuice sequel,
Really?
which
What'd you
while
think?
I don't think it was a great movie. I respect that it's like 90% just bits.
That's
Like
fun.
it's not trying to be a real movie.
Yeah.
It's just like let's do a whole bunch of stupid stuff
Okay.
and then cut it together.
I'll try it. I'll give her a spin.
What does
I'll
that
give her a run.
What does that mean?
I'll run its money.
Is that a car movie?
I also watched the movie Mountainhead, the new HBO movie,
Oh.
which I thought was really good. It's by the people who did Succession,
Okay. Okay.
but it's
Mm.
got like it's got like Steve Carell.
Ooh,
It's got what's his face? Jason Schwartzman from all the Wes Anderson movies and Scott Pilgrim. He's in
Oh.
that too.
Yeah.
And Corey Michael Smith, who was in Gotham.
Corey Michael
Interesting.
Smith sounds like a child actor name.
He also played what's his face in that SNL movie. What's the
Coneheads.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is it not that one?
No,
No.
it's the movie about SNL. The one that just came out.
Yeah. Okay.
I stay with Coneheads.
really
I'm going
funny.
to stay
That's
with that
really
guess.
good.
What's
Is
it?
it that one?
Chevy Chase. He played him.
National
movie.
Lampoon's SNL. I don't know.
So we watched The Evil Dead,
Evil
We
Dead
watched
2013. Evil
Yeah.
Dead 2013.
and I'm gonna come out and say my opinion right out.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah,
Are
because
you sure everyone's ready to hear it?
you guys,
I think it's going to color the
Yeah.
whole rest of this podcast.
it's gonna cover it. I didn't like this movie.
What?
I would say it's the color red, Tim, if that's what we're talking about. We're talking about colors, right?
More like
We're talking about colors, yeah.
the color.
I'm the guy who
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm the guy who doesn't
brown.
know he's on a
Joey and I
podcast.
are talking about colors.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
the
about.
color brown.
You didn't like the
Brown
movie?
good.
Joey, what?
Wait,
That's crazy.
I know.
You want to talk about it on a podcast about a movie you didn't like?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
See ya.
Tim is shocked. I've never seen him make that face before. I think I might have gone too far.
Well, so now that you've said that, let me say a thing.
Okay.
Ready for this? That's how conversation goes.
Do you want to start
You
a
say a thing, and
conversation?
then I'll say a thing.
Do you want to start a
and
conversation
then
right
you can
now?
say a thing.
Do you
want
want to say a thing?
You guys want to have talk about
Do you
it?
want to
Have talk.
say your thing?
Yeah, I won't say that I liked this movie,
He won't.
Then
but I respect the effects.
There you go.
I hell, fuck. All right. I'll say I liked the movie. Okay, I thought it
You
was
just said
okay.
you weren't gonna say that.
Well, I'm redacting.
I'll be honest.
My previous statement and then retracting it, and then tractor beaming it into my insides, fucking sucking that in.
I also think it's very fair to be like, it's really hard when someone goes, I don't like a movie, for you to have to, because
Yeah,
you're like,
to be
oh
like,
man,
"Ah."
I don't want to start a discussion, even though that is.
Yeah. Well,
What we're doing.
I honestly feel bad saying that I liked it because I just feel like I really like The Evil Dead.
Mhm.
Yes.
And it's fantastic.
Mhm.
And I feel like this does that, but like not good.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to say I like it, but I like it. I do like it for two main reasons. they didn't just remake the movie, which I think is a bad trap to fall into, just doing the exact same thing that has already been done. That's pointless. You don't need to do that. They didn't do
I
that.
can get behind that.
And then the second thing, the effects were sick. The effects in this movie were fucking cool. And so I liked it for that. Was it a good movie? No, not really. Was it better than Evil Dead? The Evil Dead? No.
Do we got
I liked it.
Do we got reasons why it's not a
Yeah.
good movie?
Yes.
Yeah, we can talk about
Go
that.
ahead.
Because to
Well-
kind of do the opposite, to say the opposite of what Tim just said,
Mhm.
I think it is just the first movie, just doing that all over again,
Mhm.
but worse. And also now they say bad words a lot.
Yes.
There
And-
is that. A big part of what they're trying to do is just make it edgy.
Exactly.
2013.
2013. Yeah.
Make it edgy 2013.
It is extremely of its time, and it's a time that I really don't want to remember.
It's
Yeah.
because we were in 7th grade.
Yeah. Even though I didn't see the first time I saw this movie, I think I was 16. And as a 16-year-old, I thought it was the coolest fucking thing in the world. And now that I look back on it, I'm like, this feels like a movie a 16-year-old would make. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's Evil Dead, except there's more blood and they say fuck.
And I'm going to say that, like, and I could be totally projecting here, and I could be wrong,
Do it, project on me.
but I feel like maybe a part of that is the fact that you cringe a little bit at the things that you used to like because you remember how you were, and so that might be a little bit of bias there. Like, I don't
Maybe.
think that this is like a great movie and that you're really like wrong in your thoughts about that, but I feel like that might be a little bit of it because I don't have that connection to this movie in that way, so I don't know. I feel like I looked at it through a slightly different lens.
Maybe.
Am I supposed to be the tiebreaker?
Yeah,
in
you can
this?
be the
So
tiebreaker.
we got one person who likes it. We got another person who doesn't like it. What do you think?
I
of
wonder
my
what you
opinion?
think about it. Yeah.
But here's the thing: whenever I see a movie, because I don't think it was like the worst movie in the world or anything like that. I just
Yeah.
think it was like it just happened.
It's a
And
movie. Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy when a movie is just happening on the screen, it's a week later, I don't remember a goddamn thing from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a bunch of other stuff go on in my life. I don't remember.
Maybe.
a
Well,
lot of
so let's recap a little bit what this was.
That would be great.
Yeah.
So
Shiloh
wanna-
Fernandez.
yeah.
I remember
Shiloh Fernandez.
I remember
Yeah.
the lead actor's name because I thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah. So a whole bunch of people go to a cabin in the woods and they read from an evil book, and then the evil infects the woods and starts killing them.
yeah.
Right.
Have you
Just
seen-
evil. You just described every Evil Dead movie, and I went, "Oh yeah," like it was specific to this
I
one.
remember now. I remember
But
now.
see, this time they say fuck a lot,
I do.
and there's a lot of blood, and also one of the characters is a drug addict, and also there's a spoiler alert, like third act rug pull where the guy you think is going to be like the Ash stand-in fucking dies, and then we have a final girl for the first time in this series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
that
And
is what
that's-
happened.
That's pretty much the movie right
they
there.
they
Yeah.
kind of swerve you into thinking that the lady is like, you know how in each one they have someone that they lock in a fucking cellar
Mm.
or something like that.
The Cheryl.
The
if you
Cheryl,
will.
yes,
The sheriff.
yes, the sheriff Cheryl, the drug addict, is the lady
That sheriff.
who has problems at the beginning. I'm a little upset that they had another sexual assault scene in 2013.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
like, man,
really
I don't need to see that in HD.
hoping
like-
that they weren't going to
Because
do
like
that.
Sam Raimi
From trees, by the way, not
Yeah.
from a person. It was a
Mhm.
tree that held a lady and did tree things.
Yeah.
like Sam Raimi has come out and said that of all the things that he's done, that's the thing that he regrets the most.
That's fair. Well, he
Yeah.
did it. He did it like 3 times.
Yeah.
So
And then they do it again with this other guy, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it too. It's a classic. Why not?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not.
It's
and then
not-
there's
it's not at
also-
all.
just a line in that movie that I just really don't like that also pertains to sexual assault. And
Oh,
it just-
yeah.
it's just
I remember
really,
that one.
really out there, and it got like really quiet when we were watching it. It's like,
Yeah, it's because it's like,
don't
well,
say that.
I think I've already blocked out.
it's also
what they
not
said,
scary
and
to
I-
say
It's not.
I
It's
don't
just-
want to remember what they said.
It's
so,
fine. You don't have to.
Yeah.
They said it.
I'm not gonna put in a clip.
They
Thank
did
you.
a thing.
Thank you for
I
not.
will. It's just one
Guys,
of those
that's
things.
funny
they're
because
like,
he doesn't edit the show.
as far as you know. I actually take all the audio from this that he posts, like when it's up, right? I just download it from YouTube
Yeah.
and then I just take it home and I edit my own version. I go, yeah, that's what it should sound like.
yeah.
And it's-
Soon we'll start releasing like Dalen's cut.
Yeah, and believe it or
The
not,
Dalen
it's
cut.
just
The
you
Dalen
talking
cut.
the entire time.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about all the stuff that's bad in this?
I mean, I think I've kind of said everything that I don't like about it, which is just the weird, like overly edgy dialogue that they have, and the fact that it feels like the first movie again, but less creative because
Yeah.
it's not Sam Raimi doing it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. This is what my major takeaway was from it, was that it's like, and I kind of knew that's what it was before I went into it, so I wasn't disappointed or anything. But it's different. It's like, it's an Evil Dead movie that doesn't have the same charm as all the other ones do. And you kind of just see it. There's no camp, which is fine. You don't have to. I think that can work well. And I think if that's what you want to see, then that could be fine in this. I also think the plot is a little too convoluted, and more so than convoluted. It's not interesting.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not interesting whatsoever. Like, I don't care, and it's easy to be like. It's not like they're doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Like that really. Excuse me. It's not. It's not like they're really making you care about these people in the other movies, but they're not making you care.
Yeah.
They're not doing stuff that is actively boring you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this one is like, I just don't. I'm not interested in,
Yeah.
because they only explain a little bit of it. It's like, if you're gonna give a story, why don't you give a little bit more
Yeah.
than what you're giving us? And
Yeah,
then do that.
I think a couple of the big problems are that they don't do much to make you like and care about these characters. So when they're getting killed or possessed or whatever happens various times in the movie, you don't really care that much that it's happening to them because you don't care about the characters.
Which I think is fine most of the time in horror movies.
You can get away with it.
Yeah.
You can get away with
you
it. I don't
can.
think it's good.
Uh,
I don't
yeah.
think that's
Depends
usually...
on what movie it is.
I think that. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can get away with it.
Mhm.
I think that for a movie to be truly good,
Mhm.
like really good, you should probably care about the characters, and that doesn't mean you have to like them,
Mhm.
but you should care about them one way or another. If you don't care about the characters at all, if I know that there are movies that aren't character driven, there are probably
gonna see
a
some, I
few.
bet.
There are probably some exceptions to this.
There's probably a bunch in our list that are like, do we care about these characters?
But that's what
Or-
I'm saying. Like, some of those probably should be character driven. I think that it's
Ah.
a rare movie
Ah.
that doesn't matter.
Mhm.
There are movies where that shouldn't matter and doesn't matter, but I think that that's a rare movie.
No, to kind of prove your point though, it's like you've seen all the Friday movies.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
really get good until like the sixth one, and that's because
Yeah.
you've had the same main character for 3 movies at that point.
Right.
Fucking
right.
Feldman.
Corey Feldman for one of them.
Tommy goddamn Jarvis. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
And I do think that another thing that really hurts this movie is the fact that it's an Evil Dead movie.
Yeah,
Like,
it's got
I
the
think
Evil
that
Dead
I think
on
if it wasn't connected to that at all, this would probably be more likable, just because it doesn't give you any of what you want from an Evil Dead movie if you like the original movies.
Yeah.
So
there's no goof to it.
Yeah, no goof to it at all. And I feel like that is the biggest thing that makes those so fun to watch. So,
So my thoughts on this, because this is the first Evil Dead that isn't by Sam Raimi. I think like the concept that they're going for, like just, taking the title Evil Dead, handing it off to a different young filmmaker and letting them do whatever. I think that's a good idea. I think what makes this bad, again, is just the fact that he didn't like take it and make his own thing with it. He took it and then just made the first movie again.
yeah, that's true. I guess
Is that what it was supposed to be? It was supposed to be.
It's such a weird thing.
It's like a reboot, but not.
Yeah, nobody knows what this movie is supposed to be. Not even the people that work on it.
Which is, I also think that's a fine concept. Like, honestly, you could take that formula of the first Evil Dead movie and make 1 billion of those movies, and
Yeah.
I think I'm down. You know what I mean? But it's like,
yeah, that's fair.
it's also, I just want to know what it is first.
Yeah.
If that is what you're doing, or what are you doing?
Well, honestly, that's the most Evil Dead part about it,
Mhm.
is that you don't understand what the fuck is this movie.
Yeah.
Because of anything in the whole series, that is true all the way.
You're like, what am I watching?
Like, where is this in the continuity? How does that work?
Because like all of the like promo material for it is calling it a remake, but then like but the director himself is calling it a sequel. Sometimes he was calling it a sequel to the first movie. Sometimes it's a sequel to the series overall. None of it really makes sense. They do kind of retroactively make it make sense with the next film, which I don't want to get too much into it, but like the Book of the Dead is in all of these movies.
Yes.
right.
And with the next film, sorry to, I guess, maybe spoil just a tiny bit of it, they have the idea that maybe that Book of the Dead, the Book of the Dead in this movie, and the one in the original trilogy are all different books.
Oh, okay.
Because in Army of Darkness, there are the 3 different books.
yeah.
Mhm.
So possibly this could all be taking place like in the same
That
world.
makes sense.
Yeah,
I
I
always-
could kind of see that.
I always kind of pictured it as like kind of Black Mirror-y. Like it's all just like a different like universe, you know? It's like an anthology a little bit. Like you have the first 3, which are meant to be together.
Yeah.
You had this one and then the next one, and they're just separate
Yeah.
Evil Dead fun
Which
things.
I think that would probably work better,
Mhm.
but knowing like the fans of horror movies, they just want to see all their stuff be connected.
Yep.
Mhm.
They want to see all their
Oh, yeah.
people together. So I think they kind of went back and changed
Just
that.
change. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That they would do that for fans, but you don't have
Yeah.
to.
But I do think more long-running horror series need to start doing anthology stuff.
Mm.
It's like
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean-
the idea with Halloween originally. Like I don't know if you guys know this,
Mm-mm.
but if you watch Halloween 3, it has nothing to do with Michael Myers.
Really?
Yeah, and
Interesting.
people hated that. So now it's gone back to being all about Michael Myers.
Yeah.
But I think the third one's one of the best ones.
See,
'Cause it's
that's
just-
a great idea.
Yeah.
To do that. And I've watched most, if not all, of Stranger Things,
Yeah.
and that show was really fun at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it went downhill a lot.
Yeah.
But something that I think personally, what I wanted from that show and what I think would have been great if they had just done this, and I feel like it could have been a much better concept that could have kept going for many seasons and been good, if they had done each season as an installment in an anthology series.
Which
It all takes place in a town or whatever, but like the first one's about the Upside Down, and then we just never touch on the Upside Down again.
yeah.
We're done with that.
Honestly, 'cause they were
I
like
think that would be great.
taking so much from Stephen King, but they didn't take like his big thing, which is basically that. It's like, oh, everything takes place in, this town. But
Yeah.
it's going to be like a million different stories that
Yeah.
don't have anything to do with each other.
Yeah, I think that would have been a much better formula for the show
Yeah.
and would have kept my
oh.
interest. Like I said, I watched like most of it, if not all of it.
I kind of
but-
hate it now.
By the end of it, I was like, well, this is kind of dumb.
It is shifted into being something that is afraid to be a TV show.
Yeah.
Because now every single episode is like feature length.
Yeah.
And they're taking like 6 years to make a single episode of TV or like a single season of TV. We used to do like 24 episodes a year every goddamn year.
I miss that. Like there are things that I love about TV now with it being short seasons and, you know, whatever, that there are parts of that are really great. But
it depends on the show.
It does depend on the show. But I do miss, like, there are so few shows that really do like yearly, like, this is our show, you know?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think there's a nice little happy medium in between, because I definitely understand where the evolution came from of wanting to do like 24 episodes. That's a lot. And if you're doing it all in a year, not all of that's going to be good.
Yeah.
No, but that's kind of the fun of it, though.
It is fun. I agree.
You get to just like hang out with the characters.
Yeah, I agree.
You can do the good thing about that is it pushes you to do different kinds of episodes. Like you'll have the serious episodes that move the plot forward, and then you'll have the silly episode that gets in there that's just like, we had to do something.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, we have a little bit of money left. We're going to do just a dumb episode now.
Not every episode of the show has to be good, and not every show has to be like that, but I do wish more were like that still.
You know what is a show that is doing that?
Evil Dead 2013.
I'm sorry. We'll get back to the movie eventually.
We're coming back to it.
I just want to talk about The Pit. Have you guys watched The Pit on
I haven't,
HBO?
and I want to.
What is that?
It's a medical drama.
It's a medical drama.
Nah.
But it's so good because it's by the ER people.
Yes.
And it has a lot of the like ER people on screen again.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, like the main guy is from ER.
Zach Braff.
Yeah. But it's so cool because like the whole like framing device of the show is that it's one shift at like a hospital. So each episode is 1 hour of that shift. And it's like all one. It's like 15 episodes. It's like just one really long.
It's like
shift.
24, but
it's
medical
like 24,
drama.
but so much better. And when they released it, they were coming out every week. So it was like Thursday at 9:00, you get a new episode of The Pit.
That's awesome.
They're doing seasons every year now. Like they're filming for the second season right now. It's gonna come out next year. I'm so goddamn excited.
Everybody watch that. I need to watch that and support that because that's awesome.
That show had crazy word of mouth. Like 3 episodes in, people were just like, everyone was like, are you watching this? Like, this is like real fucking TV.
That's awesome.
And I hopped on and it's great. It's so good.
It is HBO, right?
Everybody watch The Pit.
Yeah. That'll do it too. That's another. Has nothing to do with how good the show is. It's just that it's HBO.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying right now. And there's nothing else I'm trying to get across.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Evil
watch
Dead.
support
Evil Dead.
them. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but so back to the movie.
Back to the movie. God damn it.
Wait, what movie?
Evil Dead. Joey, do you got facts? You got facts about it?
Sadly, I've been so goddamn busy this week.
Well, so
I have a little bit of facts.
I watched a little thing about the special effects of it. And something that, I mean, really endeared this movie to me is the fact that almost all of it is practical in camera.
Yes.
They did almost nothing with CGI, and I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah.
And
It's cool.
God, it looks awesome.
Yeah,
like
it is nasty.
It's so nasty. So like the big standouts for me when she saws her arm off is insane. So cool.
And she really sawed her arm off.
She did. They paid her. They paid her like $50.
That's as practical as it gets.
Cut your arm off, and we'll give you 50 big ones.
And she goes, "No, that's practicality."
50 Washingtons.
What?
Washing. But no, they had like They had a mannequin arm that she sawed off. And they had it rigged up with fake blood, and you can see like in the behind the scenes stuff, she's just got her arm tucked behind her.
Yeah.
And the fake arm is in front of it. And then there's like a stunt person behind her that is acting with the arm.
Oh.
Which is so cool. and then she actually saws it off, and there's no cuts. And
saws
it's just,
his arm off.
So that's awesome. Like all of the arm stuff in that, they do that kind of like they have huge crazy prosthetic shit that they did with it.
Yeah,
Cool.
I am a really big fan of when she gets her Mia, by the way. That's the main character's name. She gets her arm trapped under a Jeep.
Oh,
and she starts to like the evil thing, the Evil Dead is coming toward her.
That really was the Evil Dead.
And she's like, oh, I gotta, get this off. And eventually she's just like, fuck it, and starts pulling it out. And it starts by like degloving her hand, and then eventually it just rips it off entirely.
I'm just thinking about it, and it's making me
that's like my favorite thing in horror movies. Degloving effects have gotten so good, and it's nasty.
It's so
nasty.
Yeah,
but it's like my favorite thing to ever see in a movie.
Oh,
it's like, oh yeah, just peel that skin off a hand.
All right.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Remind me to cut this out of my cut.
Like, you guys ever see?
Yeah. I'll make a note.
You guys ever see Dr. Sleep?
Dr. Sleeve.
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleeve is my favorite tattoo artist.
But there's a really good degloving effect in that too. She gets her hand stuck inside like a file cabinet or something, and she's just like pulling it out, and all of her skin is it's
Jesus
so gross.
Christ! You don't hear a lot about people getting pant leg tattoos
or degloved.
So yeah, all of the arm stuff is wild. There's also a scene where I guess it's Mia that's doing it, is spitting blood, like vomiting blood all over a person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course that's done practically, and it was awful
Yeah.
to do
And
that, but it looks good.
I know that you asked me to, Dalen. I did try and figure out what was in that so I could figure out what was in her hair. Could not figure it out. But man, it looked nasty.
It looks so nasty.
It had chunks in it.
Yeah.
It's like she threw up in her hair.
I love movie throw up.
Yeah.
And just knowing like what did that, because you could put anything in someone's mouth.
Yeah. That is true.
You could put anything in their mouth and you could watch it all come out.
It's all gonna come back eventually.
I'm glad that we have to like catch up with all the sound effects.
Another thing that I really liked about what they did with the effects, one of the things that they talk about is that they want everything, all of the stuff that makes the people that are possessed, demony, whatever, all the stuff that makes them creepy is like injuries that they get.
Yep.
So like one of them is burned with water, and that's why her face is terrifying to look at.
Yeah.
And one of them has a bunch of nails that she's been like shooting into her face with a nail gun.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, the coolest one, she cuts her face open with like part of a mirror.
Yeah.
And that, looking at that and seeing the behind the scenes stuff on it, I mean, that is such a good thing. I thought it was CGI because it
really
looks
cool.
so legit. It looks really good. You know how normally with something like that, if you do it with prosthetics, it's not, you're going to be able to tell a little bit that it's a mask.
Yeah.
No, it looks good. I mean, a lot of that is the lighting and the way they handle it, but
I will say
it's solid.
For me, that was the grossest part of the movie.
Oh, 100%.
When you just see her, like, her body in the corner, you don't see her face, but you just hear her, like, going to town on her skin.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
I think that's the biggest takeaway for me of the movie is that it was fun, at least, to watch a little bit, because it's like,
oh, I mean, there are so many moments.
If it doesn't have the Evil Dead name on it, it's just a horror movie, and it's pretty fun. It's it's not like it's not anything that you're gonna go home and like think about later. I forgot it in a week until you guys. You guys are reminding me now. I'm like, yep, that did all happen. But but if you just want to like pass the time, it's not like a horrible. It's not worth your time necessarily. I wouldn't say it's that.
It's not like a moving plot. Like it's not gonna move you to watch this movie. It's
a
not.
lot of
it's
horror
not.
movies.
But that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like it very much is just a horror movie.
Yeah.
So many horror movies are just gory,
Just a
like
movie.
whatever, you know.
Mhm.
Like, I don't think I'll ever seek this out again on my own time, but if I was like watching it with a group, that's a fun thing to
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
Just because it's
Yeah.
fun to watch people get grossed out.
It
Yeah.
really is.
It is
Yeah.
gross. It's got some
Yeah.
nasty. It's not the grossest movie I've ever seen,
No.
No.
but it's got some stuff.
It's
that
pretty
I'm like,
gross.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nails.
Yeah.
Nails.
But yeah, so basically, I mean, my favorite thing about the movie, part of the reason that I do like it is because of the effects. They're just wild. So
Mhm.
wanted to touch on that a little bit. But you said you had maybe a couple things. Did you want to talk about a couple of facts? A little fact here? Did we earn
That's
it?
twice. That's 2 times. If you don't come
Did
up
we
with
earn
the
it?
fact by the 3rd time, you're gonna be out of the World
Then
Series.
Beetlejuice is
I'm
going to come
sorry.
and
Oh, that's right.
Beetlejuice
That's
is
better.
going to come.
Yeah.
He's
like-
gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, like I said, I don't
Just
really
go on IMDb.
I don't really have a lot of
Real quick.
facts.
It's not
Um,
really worth it, to be honest. This movie, it's got, I am kind of curious about it. Like,
Well, ask me a question. Maybe I can just answer it.
okay,
Like
that
I
means
have
he's gonna make it up.
I have knowledge. It's just nothing that I wrote down
Okay.
because it's not like an exciting movie to learn about, really. It's not like the
Yeah.
other Evil Deads,
Mm-mm.
and it's not like Final Destination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't look at it and think, wow, that had to be like such a crazy thing to film
Yeah,
or
like-
so fun or whatever.
Yeah,
Like
it doesn't
besides
have
all
any
the
of that.
stuff that we've already talked about, which is just like the practical effects, and there's really not much going into it besides like, yeah, they did that.
Yeah, that's
There's a whole bunch of rain.
There is a lot of rain.
A lot of like blood rain. They
Yeah.
used a stupid
the
amount.
color red is very prominent in the
It's a
movie.
very
Yeah.
red movie.
Very red.
I don't know if we ever talked about
Evil red.
the color of this movie.
No,
It's red.
it's red. Got some gray.
Got some gray. Got some brown.
Yeah,
And honestly-
this movie very much was 2013 gray.
But the thing is, like, when we were watching it, it kind of felt earlier than 2013. I don't know if it was just me.
Like 2012.
No, like 2008 or 2007. It kind of gave me like Transformers vibes. I don't, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like a
It
Michael
was
Bay
on
movie.
that train.
when it-
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Transformers.
Train Bormer.
I don't know. When I think of Transformers, I think of yellow, and I think of Optimus
Yellow.
Prime
Mm.
standing on a boat
But Bumblebee's yellow.
and saying, Autobots, if you can hear me, check out the latest Linkin Park album.
Check out the check out the great album. I'm Optimus Prime.
Rhyme.
Right. Optimus Prime. Bumblebee, talk through your radio.
Bumblebee, what's an optimal rhyme? Bumblebee.
You know,
Rain.
yeah,
he's right.
Shia LaBeouf
Rain.
was actually really good in those movies. I don't know if you guys remember.
I don't.
If you watch the third one, that's like his craziest performance, and it really works.
I think I've only seen one of them,
I like
and I think it was the second one.
all of them. No, I like all of the Michael Bay ones, which I feel like is an unpopular opinion.
Did
But-
he not do all of them?
No, he
There's
did.
been more.
He did like 5 of them, and then they did a Bumblebee movie, and then they did one where Optimus Prime turns into a gorilla.
Yeah.
I need that one. That's the only one I care about.
Dude,
is
that seems like your Transformers shit. There's a whole series that's just all of the Transformers are animals.
one. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's like Power Rangers a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know
No.
what you're saying.
What was that one called?
Power Rangers?
like
No.
the cartoon or the movie?
The cartoon. Animal
Beast Wars.
Transformers Animal Control.
I think it was Mighty Morphin.
Wasn't it
Power
Beast
Rangers.
Wars?
Yeah, Beast Wars, you're right.
Yeah, it was Beast Wars. My bad.
It was Beast Wars.
Mighty
His
Morphin
bad.
Animals.
And they
Aminals.
called him oh man, what did they call him? He had a really cool name. Optimus Prime did when he turned into a gorilla.
Optimus Primus.
Was it Garrett?
When he went when he went
Garrett is usually
Garrett
a really
Prime.
cool name.
Ah.
Garrett Prime is like it's like an energy drink became a person. Like the Prime. You know what I'm talking about?
It's just Garrett from the original universe.
That's my favorite TV show, the original universe. It was a good sci-fi show.
It was Optimus Primal.
Optimus Primal.
There
Hell
we go.
yeah, dude.
I would prefer Optimus Primate, but that's just
That's
me.
really good.
That's actually a really good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How do we get to Transformers?
because Evil Dead 2013 wasn't
Evil
that
Dead
good.
2013.
You know, Transformers.
No, we got to talk
Hold
about
on. This
All right.
this is not related. Transformers is connected to the Friday the 13th reboot. Were you aware of that?
I was
No.
not.
Because there's a character he's one of the main characters in Friday the 13th. He was also in the Transformers movie. Same actor, same character. He's the guy in the Friday the 13th movie who has the weird sex scene
Oh.
where he's like grabbing her boobs and he's like,
Yeah.
your tits are stupendous.
Yeah.
You've got purple. You got perfect nipple placement.
Yeah.
I like purple.
He's
nipples.
Purple nipple.
He's playing a video game with those.
Yeah.
He's going.
He gets like stabbed onto the back of a truck
Mhm.
and then it just drives away.
Man, I wish I had perfect nipple placement.
I wish I had purple nipples too.
Yeah.
Man,
Anyway,
You guys ever gotten a purple nurple?
no,
no.
You know what a purple nurple is?
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you one?
Do you want me to give you one
Yeah. Should we do that while we're online?
I mean,
online? Call in if you want to hear us torture each other's nipples.
call in sick tomorrow.
that's the theme of this episode.
Call in sick
Nipple
tomorrow
torture.
if you want nipple torture. Just call your boss and tell him you're not coming to work.
Yeah. Call
And
your
don't
boss
We'll
and
know.
tell him you're coming.
He'll know too. He'll be like, yeah, that guy's getting his nipples tortured. That's why he's not coming into
That's why
Shia
he's coming.
LaBeouf's.
Anyway, Transformers.
You ever cut your tongue in half with a box cutter?
We all had something to do. We all had something to say there, and it was all
Dude.
unique to us.
I want to say this before I forget.
Okay.
The come here sound effect.
What about it?
Come here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is I have that in my head so much that I keep wanting to reference it when I'm like at work or something, and someone will say "come here," and I'll be like,
Come
here," and I'm like, nobody
That'd be
knows
a
why I'm
perfect
doing
time
that.
to plug
why-
the podcast.
Yes.
Be like,
Well,
hey,
that-
if
Yeah.
you didn't get that reference, boy, do I have 5 episodes of a podcast.
I got a show. Yeah.
Boy, do I have a one sound effect this guy plays, and that's it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it cuts out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part about it. Oh man. Well,
I have nothing to say about this movie.
yeah, I mean, I
Tim.
think it's time for final thoughts and a wrap up here.
You
Yeah,
think so?
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's talk about the budget.
Yeah, we never got an IMDb anything, so let's. Get
That's
into
true.
that.
The budget. Do you guys want to take a guess?
$400,000.
That was like the first movie's budget.
I know. People don't like that.
I'm
this
gonna
movie.
say $18 million.
Interesting. And what's your guess?
I'm gonna stick with 400,000.
All right, it was $17 million.
Fucking nailed it.
Damn,
Now
I went over.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what do you think the box office was?
I'm gonna say $27 million.
I'm gonna say $17 million.
So both of you think that this flopped.
I think it broke even. I don't think anything came of this movie. That's how nothing it is.
97.5.
Really?
That checks out. It makes sense.
See,
Evil
I
Dead
thought-
hadn't been a thing for a while.
Yeah.
and people like Evil Dead, and people love a remaster, or they at least love to go and watch something that could be a reboot or a
Yeah.
sequel from something from forever ago.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
They'll complain about it online, but they'll go fucking watch it,
Yeah,
and it'll
yeah.
make a lot of money. So it's like, what are
That's
we?
why Ghostbusters.
What are we
Ghostbusters,
complaining about?
We watched
Ghostbusters
it.
has like 12 new movies now.
Huh?
Ghostbusters has like 12 new movies
Yep.
now,
Yeah.
and they all suck.
Even the first one does.
Even the first, I just rewatched that. My God.
Yeah, a little too much, isn't it?
It's
A little too. I'll tell you what. I actually
I like
really
that
do
movie.
like the first Ghostbusters. I
Yeah.
like it too.
Yeah.
I do like it, but there are just parts where I'm like, I don't want to say I like this movie because I don't like Bill Murray in that movie at all.
See,
Yeah.
that's
He's
the
a
thing.
little uncomfortable.
I only like Bill Murray in that movie.
We
Oh.
know what Joey's
Yeah.
like.
He's in a completely different movie from everyone else, and I think his is a lot more fun.
His is a lot more I'm horny right now.
Yeah,
And no one's
There is
paying
that,
attention to
yeah.
me.
I'm surprised that he's not the one who got the ghost blowjob.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
Yeah.
That's
I
weird.
forgot that happened. Yeah, that's a crazy movie. I'll tell you what, I do love Rick Moranis in that movie.
Oh, he is great.
I love Rick Moranis, so
Mm.
Yeah,
rest in peace. He's not dead.
I was going to say. Whoa.
Yeah.
Shit. I had something I wanted to say.
Was it about Ghostbusters or the movie we're supposed to be talking about?
I think it was about Evil Dead. Oh, I wanted to talk about the director for a bit.
Okay, good. I am
Um,
curious.
Yeah, so this was directed by a dude, Fede Alvarez, and I don't like him right now.
Oh, really?
I
What'd he
think
do?
he should be in director jail. He just did that new Alien movie where
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
they brought back a guy from the original movie with AI, and it looked
you should
real
never
bad.
do that.
Oh,
It looked awful.
I'm
so
I'm gonna
sad.
come on the record right now. I'm gonna come
Come
all
on the
over this
record.
record
ew.
and go ahead and say that you should never bring any actor back with AI. I think we can just go ahead and say that that's the wrong thing to do.
I wish
Yeah.
AI would be out of movies. I don't understand why. I thought you guys were only making movies for fun. That's what my ignorant brain was thinking is that you guys just wanted to have fun. But now when you make it with AI, I'm like, it's not fun.
Yeah.
This isn't fun anymore.
Like you
Yeah.
guys know that whole deal about James Earl Jones and how they like AI'd his voice for Fortnite.
no, I did not.
That's
know
really
that.
sad.
Yeah, it pisses me off because now you can talk to like an AI Darth Vader and make him say slurs.
And it doesn't even.
Awesome.
It
Yeah.
doesn't even.
Really
say-
glad we gave that to people.
Yeah.
It
Thanks,
doesn't
guys.
even like like all AI. It just sounds the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a robot voice with like someone else's like
Yeah.
skin on top of it.
Yeah,
it's,
it's real
so
bad.
true.
So it's like, why are we even interested in it? I'm not.
And
It's not.
honestly, I'm
good.
gonna build on your point on what you said, Tim. I don't think
Build
we
it.
should be bringing back dead actors.
I think we
at
should
all.
be killing them
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
if anything,
We
we,
need
should
more
be taking them out.
actors.
I'll say, again, Star Wars is like the worst offender here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They-
it really is.
because they brought back freaking what's his name, Grandma Tarkin.
Yeah, Grandma Parkin.
Yeah.
Son, Grandma's parking the car right now.
Grandma's tarp.
Yeah, and that looked ugly and bad.
It looked ugly and bad.
And then now they're doing it for fucking Luke Skywalker. He's not
Mhm.
even dead. They have another guy. Okay, I don't care about Star Wars at all, by the way, but they have another guy who's like the stand-in
yeah,
that they put Mark Hamill's face on. The
Mhm.
dude looks just like Luke Skywalker. Why are you doing this?
yeah.
Disney is like ruining.
See, that's
The world.
I
I
was
like. I'm fine with bringing back any characters you want. Like I know. I know that this would have maybe been received poorly, but I think that if Marvel had wanted to bring back Black Panther
Just a different
and
guy.
just done a different guy,
Yeah.
it would have been fine. And I think that is fine and definitely do that. Now they didn't redo Chadwick Boseman
No,
with
they just
AI,
killed him.
but like,
They gave him cancer.
but that's what movies are like seeming to be trending towards. Like, okay, if the guy dies, we're just gonna do him again, but fake. And don't do that.
they want
Don't
everything.
ever do that.
They want everything to be too consistent now.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
if
go
it's-
back to the days where it can just be somebody else or
Yeah.
be a different color or whatever, and it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Terrence Howard can turn into a different guy.
Yeah.
He can be someone else now.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name. What's his name?
The cat
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
the cat in the Hunger Games can be black and white and then orange.
You know the cat in the Hunger
I
Games?
Remember?
Evil Dead 2013.
20.
Evil Dead 2013.
13.
So, closing thoughts. Do we have any of those?
It could have been better.
Just open. Joey just had prayer hands, and then he just slightly opened them up, and then sat there for a
At
second.
the front.
At
the
the-
fingers opened.
Yes.
It could have been better.
It could have been better.
In fact, it could have been so much better that I
A
think
lot
it's
better.
worse.
It happened, and now it's over.
It happened.
Yeah. I'm going to give
We're
this
gonna watch one more.
a C.
We are going to watch one more.
Oh.
I like the next one. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm giving it a C.
A C for cock.
For cock.
I am going to give it a B minus.
I think I have to give it a C because like it is just
Yeah.
middle of the road. Fine.
And I'd like to stipulate that my B minus is that's
It's like
my
an A+.
personal feelings about the movie, and not what I think that the movie is actually.
Oh, well, don't worry about the actual.
No. I'm just
The
no.
actual.
No,
you know
no.
what the movie is
No.
actually? It's however you feel.
Sorry.
That's only
dude.
what
No,
people
no.
are watching.
Oh.
Okay, no headphones for that one.
Put him back. Put him back on now.
Put it back.
Come here.
Oh God! All right.
Yeah. So we watched that. Next time we're gonna watch Evil Dead Rise.
And I
Evil
think
Dead,
that one.
guys.
I think that one is better than this.
Yeah.
one that we
That
just
one's
watched.
fun.
So we're gonna end it
I'll
on a
find
good
out.
note, I believe.
He's going to find out.
Yay! It's something that we both watched and he hasn't. Oh wait,
Yeah,
we did that with
get
Evil
fucked.
Dead 2. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you who listen. Fuck everyone.
Well, you know what? It's okay because I had actually apparently already seen Evil Dead 2013, and I had forgotten. So Joey and I saw that one, and you didn't, bitch. Got 'em.
2013.
Fingers up.
Thank you.
Fingers up.
Thanks. Who owned it though?
Who owned it?
I did.
For some reason.
I have a lot of movies that I own for no reason.
Yeah, that's like a fresh DVD, too.
It was.
You had
I
to, you had to
opened it
take the
up.
plastic off.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was given to me in
2013.
Nope. It was not. It was given to me at like a fucking white elephant
Ah,
gift exchange.
That seems
thing.
like a white elephant gift right
yes. And it was like I just ended up with it.
Yeah.
I didn't pick it. It just
Yeah.
happened to be in my hands, and I was like, all right.
there. I guess I'll have this now.
I guess I've never seen a single Evil Dead movie at that point, and now
that would have been the best time for you to watch that.
it would have been.
At that party.
Hey, I've seen them all now. Yay, that's cool. That's fun. That's my first, guys. That's my first horror series I've ever watched all the movies for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you just got to watch the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that a chipmunk?
All right. Everybody tune in 2 weeks when we record the next episode about Evil Dead Rise. Thanks for joining us. Oh, God.
Oh,